Hello and welcome to another edition of Sip and Talk with Vikram. In this channel, we talk about creations of creativity from various budding authors. And today we have with us CA Ram Melap. Please subscribe to this channel by pressing the red button below and press the bell icon so that you get notified with our new sessions always. Welcome to this show, Mr. Ram Melap.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Vikram.
So I welcome you to this segment of Sip and Talk with Vikram. So we have a very candid, casual conversation over a
Yeah,
cup
yeah.
of coffee. And while we sip coffee, we will talk about you and your book.
Yeah.
What's your coffee? What's your favorite coffee?
Like regular Nescafe.
Right. I go for the dark ones, the
Yeah, okay.
Americano. Yeah, that livens me up. So Pavan Kumar Melam is your name. You are a chartered accountant by profession.
Yes, yes.
So, briefly tell us about your personality. We would love to know who you are.
Yeah. I'm a chartered accountant by profession. Uh, and I'm mostly philosophical, mainly the Eastern philosophy, mainly Indian. And about our family, we are two and we have one. I am a husband of caring wife. She's a practicing cost accountant, and my daughter is pursuing post graduation in political science. And currently, she is preparing for government exams of UPSC and other state government examinations.
So, with so much of academics and finance and everything happening, and then a mix of philosophy into that, how does it happen, Ram? Please tell us.
Yeah, it is a friction, in fact, because uh, my philosophical insights dominates always the profession. So it's like an addiction. Book reading, these philosophical issues all are addiction.
So, reading is not just an hobby but an addiction for you.
Yes. Really.
So, may I reveal a secret to the viewers about you, if you permit me, please?
Yeah. Please.
Okay, viewers, Ram is such an avid reader. He always has a book with him, and he reads about at least 2 to 3 books in a month. So he
Yes.
always carries a book with him, and that is what makes him so profoundly philosophical in his entire conduct of life. Am I right, Ram?
Yeah. Thank you. You're right.
Yes. So we'll carry on with this candid conversation with Ram today, along with our hot cup of coffee. So, Ram, your principal hobby is reading. Is that what brought you into writing as well?
Yeah.
You
Once
found some
we
space in.
some outlet. This writing habit is an outlet for what we have read.
So you wanted to bring about what you have learned
Yes.
throughout your
Exactly.
life, right?
Yes.
So this book, I must show the viewers your book, and it's a lovely cover. Here it is for everybody to see. Epitome of Success, a tale about accomplishing your goals, a resilient upswing facing the sudden misfortune, by Ram Pavan Kumar. That's a lovely book. So tell us about your book, Ram. What is it about? What is about the struggle? What is about this, rising out of the struggle? Just enlighten us about this book.
Yeah. It is simply about this novelette is simply about a CA student's journey to win the noble profession of chartered accountancy. The main conflict is the protagonist, Robin. Uh, he's not good in studies, Suddenly, his father met with huge losses in business. So inevitably, he can't pursue any other small meager jobs. So he he re-enters into the studies. Initially, he faces some difficulties in mathematics and all, but however, with the help of his fellow students, he overcome the difficulty. And the first step for him is a very bit difficult, very difficult. But however, he overcomes that difficulty and he steps on the ladder of success that takes him into the perennial success. At the age of 30, he becomes a very successful chartered accountant. That is all
Nice.
about his story. In the in and this the main theme is goal setting, and the sub themes are focus, decision making, scheduling, analyzing, prioritizing. These are the sub themes of the book.
So there is a beautiful combination of a fictional story
Yes,
along with value nuggets from the non-fiction world.
yes, yes.
So it's a beautiful combination, as interesting as your personality. On one hand, you are hardcore with numbers and finances. On the other hand, you are so philosophical, and that is the book is exactly reflecting,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
mind into it. So is it like a biographical, or is it like more of a
It looks
fictional?
like biographical. It looks
Mhm.
like biographical, but it's not a biography.
True.
Biography or a memoir.
All right, all right. So, what is I mean, the theme you said is about goal setting. So, what are the key elements to goal setting? I mean, it sounds easy, but is it as easy as it sounds?
Goal setting, yeah. Before goal setting, we need to have some little exercise also, which is right goal that we have to ensure. Once we set the goal, that we have to work for it. Work for it. You see, in my CS studies, unknowingly, I have a goal of pursuing the winning the CA profession, but unknowingly, my hard work lead me to the planning element also. I added planning element without my knowledge. That help that helps me to win the CA profession. That we can call it as a smart work. Adding some management part to the hard work, we can call it as a smart work.
All right, all right. So that is very interesting indeed. So somebody, as you said, the protagonist of the story, who despite not being good at studies, goes
Yes.
into an arena which requires a lot of depth of studies.
Mhm.
It's the study of
Because
laws. So
yeah,
yeah,
because he placed in between so many intellectuals. So once we go for studies like this professional education, obviously the student will be placed among the so many intellectuals. So if he is interested, he can automatically get into the this cycle of success.
I've been reading your book. In between there is a reference about certain social customs, certain
Yeah.
social beliefs.
Mhm.
So please bring about those things to us.
No, we see. Uh, there is a quotation like man is social being by birth. Some Aristotle, I think this is quoted by Aristotle. I think yes, it is a truth because once we by birth we are social beings and we accumulate so many social beliefs like astrology is something there is a belief among our society that our our destiny is predestined predestined by god or some it is fixed by horoscope, so we cannot break that and break that boundaries and do what we want. So I don't like those social norms or entrenched beliefs. So this book is one chapter I dedicated to fight against that entrenched beliefs of astrology, vastu, and auspicious timings.
Okay, and these are the things which people are growingly getting interested
Yeah,
nowadays.
it is an ignorance. It is an
Yeah.
ignorance. If
Hmm.
we focus on that, we cannot do anything. It inhibits our progress, and we have to unlearn that social norms.
That's
I'm not saying to go against the conventional beliefs of the society, but when we pursue these courses, that should not inhibit our progress.
so. As you are deeply interested into Eastern philosophy,
Yeah,
and on the other hand, you defy these beliefs.
the
So
dogmas are different.
are they not interwoven with each other to certain
No,
extent?
no, no, no. These are dogmas. See what the society, most of us encounter is a lower rank people. So they mingle us in dogmas. So
Right, right.
we have to get out of that to get successful journey.
So, like, who exactly is your target audience? Who should be reading this book?
They like chartered accountants, so those pursuing chartered accountants and other similar students pursuing this commerce stream, and other literature background people.
No, this character of yours, Robin,
Mm.
he faces a lot of conflicts in his life, and then he tries to overcome them. So, can you
Yes.
just like give one example of one major conflict that he faced, and how did he come over that?
Yeah, yeah. His major conflict is studies. He's very poor in studies.
Hmm.
So he decides to pursue the chartered accountancy course. But when he really get into the course, he can't able to do anything out of the mathematics. So he once he decides to get out of from this course, and he make a call to his father, and his father coaxes him to continue with the education, and later he come to his friends. His friends also encourages him by whatever he needs in coaching and all. So within a week he turned around into a successful learner,
Hmm.
and he overcomes that difficulty of that mathematics. And that is his that, because that is possible because of his hard work. That is a stepping stone. That is the stepping stone of the ladder of success. Once he puts his first step on the success ladder, then it automatically takes him into the peak level peak levels.
So this conversation is getting very interesting, and with another sip of coffee, I would like to ask you, like, see, there is a generic application of this thought that you just now told us, that somebody is weak at something, somebody is poor at something, and then he overcomes that and tries to, not only tries to actually get success. So, what is this winning formula? What is this winning formula for getting success?
Winning formula is always like in education. It is always like hard work, and that we have to add some planning element, and if focus is needed, decision making, prioritizing, setting goals, analyzing, all these are required. This is the success formula.
So, like a student, say, as you said that you interact with students also, and so the student is rather too young to have a planning element in his mind,
we
goal
cannot we
setting.
cannot say we cannot say sorry to come in between. We cannot say student is too young. Those we can see people from IIM, IIT. We cannot imagine their quality or their imagination.
So
I,
the winning attitude is rather inborn, or is it inculcated?
no, it will go together. We can you can inculcate that, but that student shall have that interest to grow himself or herself.
So you are such a literary and philosophical person, and besides reading or writing or besides your work, what are your other sort of interests?
Driving, driving long
Driving, yeah,
drives,
long
long
drives,
drives.
yeah, yeah. Which is your favorite destination?
It's nothing like that. We in AP we have Aruku Valley, Sri Salem. I think you're in AP. You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
about some forest areas like in Sri Salem and the Chittoor forest and near Aruku Valley near Visakhapatnam.
So you enjoy your long drives, yeah?
Yes, yes.
And any sport you are engaged with, any kind of sport?
When we are younger, we used to play cricket.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Mm.
So yeah, long drives actually brings you across cultures. You know,
Yes.
when you move around and you find people totally different from you, but yet they are so interesting. So is there any anecdote about such an interaction with such interesting persons, where you come across totally different cultures and beliefs, and how do you reconcile with that?
Yeah, it's uh, filling the dots in the culture. We come to know different dialects within the same language
Mhm.
because our AP itself is vast to get into so many places.
And I'm sure the food and the cuisine also changes as you travel,
Yes, 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 yes,
one district to another.
yes, yes. But this Vijayawada base, Amravati base, is it encompassed all the South Indian area. So we can get the common food in entire AP and Telangana also.
So Ram, you have lived a phase of life. You have seen the world from your perspective. Uh, when you were a child,
Okay.
vis-a-vis now, what is the general maturity level of people? How philosophical they were then and how philosophical they are now? Have you noticed any uh, change in them? Have you read any uh, difference coming about?
Now, now the journey is previously I observed the mentality of the individuals. There were head mentality. Now the people are more individualistic.
Okay.
That's what we can say.
So they are able to think and make choices.
Yes.
One of the very major things in life is exercising your choices, knowing what to choose. I would like to hear from you. What would you like to give as a message to the youngsters, that how to define their choices, how to make their choices?
Yeah. If we follow the Indian philosophy, they should ensure dharma, artha, kama, moksha. These are the life pages of Eastern philosophy. In our economic pursuit, we have to ensure dharma, artha, kama, moksha.
Right, right. Just elaborate on this a little bit for our audience.
Yeah, dharma means whatever the pursue. The dharma is a is a law of nature. Dharma. Artha means whatever we pursue that we should have some monetary value. Dharma, artha, kama, desire, and moksha is emancipation. Whatever we do that should not obstruct us from emancipation of this life, reaching the heavenly abode, or liberating from this human soul and reaching the Paramatma.
Right. So that brings a question in my mind that, okay, somebody has pursued, somebody has followed the laws of life, and somebody has made achievements, but the toughest part comes on moksha.
Yes.
The liberation. I mean, get liberated of what? Be
Get
liberated
liberated
from
of
what and how?
soul. See, if our soul merges with Paramatma, then that is called liberation. No one sees or no one knows, but it is commonly said. There are various means for that, to achieving that, like uh, praying the god is one method, and or having the highest knowledge is one method. Aranyaka is one method. There are so many ways. Or performing some ceremonies, that is one method.
So, like, wisdom is what
Wisdom,
you are
yes,
trying
knowledge is
to,
also one
yeah,
of
yeah.
the, yeah.
So, gaining wisdom is one path of
Yeah, one path of reaching
liberation.
liberation.
Yeah. So basically, one gets liberated from the clutches of one's own mentality and one's own inhibition, and then there comes a stage in life when you are just open to the world.
Yes. And again, this is also limited. This is limited till the yoga. I think in Hindi, I don't know. Yuganta is a Hindi word.
Yes, Yugantar,
Mhm. Till that only.
from one era to another.
Yeah, only up to one era, this liberation will happen.
All right.
All these are, see, I don't know anything. These all are acquired knowledge only.
Great. So, a message from you to your readers: what to look for in this book? Why should they go and grab your book? If you could just tell us about that, please.
Yeah, this book is very interesting to know about. It is it has some literary value also. It has some literary value, and it helps the people, not only students. It helps everybody to focus on planning and this management part. Yeah.
So, viewers, you will find the book description below, and I will just show you the book which Ram has published on Amazon. And here it is, Epitome of Success. And this book is available on global markets, in all markets of the world of Amazon. So go grab your copy as soon as possible and enjoy reading it. So, Ram, we had a very good conversation with you, very insightful and very encouraging. And it is particularly motivating not only to the students, but also to people like me. When you say that anybody can overcome their difficulties with a little bit of planning and goal setting and proper pursuit of life, and that path itself leads to liberation. So thank you for being with us. It was a
Thank you.
wonderful
Thank you for the
experience.
opportunity.
Thank you very much. My pleasure for having you at this show. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.